Alright guys, the first event for the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge is the Gauntlet. We have 6 stations, 2 minutes of work, 20-second transition. Station 1 is max axle bar thrusters. Gentlemen, you'll use 105 pounds, ladies, 75 pounds. Station 2, we have max sled pulls. Male teams, you'll use 225 pounds. Female, and male-female teams will both use a 170-pound sled. Station 3, we have max shuttle runs. Station 4, we have max dumbbell bench press with 50 and 35 pounds. Station 5, trap bar deadlifts. Men, you will use 255 pounds. Ladies, you will use 180 pounds. To cap it all off, we have Station 6, max echo bike cows. See you guys for the Gauntlet. All right, Station 1 of the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge, max axle bar thrusters. The event will start with both athletes starting on the start plate. One athlete will then run over to their axle bar to complete CrossFit Open Standard thrusters. We're looking for full depth squats, full lockout up at the top. 3, 2, 1. One athlete will move over to their barbell. Coach Mike's gonna go ahead and do 2 good reps. Full lockout at the top, full squat. Those are both good reps. Sophie over here. Not deep enough, no rep. Not locking out up at the top, that is also a no rep. Athletes cannot pass the barbell to each other. Only one person can be touching the barbell. So for my male teams, female teams, or even our co-ed teams, one person touching the barbell at any given time. Cool, have fun. Station 2 of the FrostFit Team Challenge, max sled pulls. Athletes will start on a start plate. On the call of 3, 2, 1, go. One athlete will move over to their pull box. Athletes must stay within this box. Their feet can't touch the table in front, their feet can't touch the table below. Only one athlete touching the rope at a time. The sled must fully pass the line, meaning we should see some black on the other side. Then athletes can go ahead and switch. Before the second athlete can start, the sled must be touching this start line must be starting the start line before they start pulling. Meaning they can't go pull it there and then he starts pulling. Has to be on this. Then you begin. Same exact process here. Every 9 feet is going to count as a rep. The sled must fully pass all increments here. That is your second station for the FrostFit Team Challenge. All right, third station of the FrostFit Team Challenge, max shuttle runs. For this event, athletes must complete a minimum of 50 feet shuttle runs. They can go more, but 50 foot is the minimum. One athlete will start off, go down, back. Each section counts as a rep. There are no incremental reps for this. Athletes, this is an open standard shuttle run, meaning we need to see both feet and you touch the floor on the other side of the table. For a transition to happen, one partner must stay on the starting plate and athletes are required to tag for a switch. The event will start on the call of 3, 2, 1, go. Athlete will run down, touch the ground, and back. To switch, he will tag his teammate. If the athlete does not cross the plane, that would have been a no rep. If they don't touch the ground, that's a no rep. Yeah, that was a no rep on that one. That is your third station for the FrostFit Team Challenge. The fourth station of the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge, max dumbbell bench press. The standards for this event are The dumbbells to start a rep must touch your chest. To complete a rep, the dumbbell heads must touch with a full arm lockout at the top. Failure to complete either of those will result in a no rep. Athletes do not have to tag each other out, but you will only have one bench. On the call of 3, 2, 1, one athlete will move over to the bench. Dumbbells touch. That was 1 rep. 2. Athletes can switch anytime. Failure to touch at any point at the top or touch the chest will result in a no. 35s will be on one side, 50 pounds will be on the other. Athletes will be able to go ahead and challenge. That is before the event. The 5th station of the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge, max trap bar deadlifts. The standards for this movement, both plates have to be touching the ground at the same time, with an athlete showing full extension at the top, hips open, shoulders over the hips, for a rep to complete. Failure to complete either of those will result in a no rep. Athletes are not required to tag out. On the call of 3, 2, 1, one athlete will move to the trap bar. Both plates touch the ground. Full extension at the top, 1. Full extension at the top, 2. They can switch whenever they want. Failure to complete lockout, no rep. Failure to touch the ground, no rep. That is the standard for station 5, max trap bar deadlifts. Co-ed teams, the standard to transition, you must be standing outside of your trap bar for your partners. So in this example, Mike is going to go ahead and do a deadlift. For Sophie to start, Mike must exit his trap bar. Green light, she can go. Only one person lifting at a time. For Mike to go, Sophie has to step out. That's it for station 5, max trap bar deadlifts. Alright, the moment you all have been waiting for, the final station of the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge, max echo bike cows. There's no real rules on this one, guys. You guys start on the plate, give what you can on the bike. The cows, when the clock hits to end, is what your score will be. There will not be any rollover calories. I'm going to call it 3, 2, 1. One athlete will leave their start plate, step onto their bike. Athletes can transition at any point. You no longer have to be on the starting plate. And that is the final gauntlet of the 2020 of FrostFit. Final event of the FrostFit gauntlet. Let's go. The second event of the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge, the ladder. The final FrostFit Team Challenge ladder is 1 clean. It can be a power clean, it can be a squat clean, but there will be 1 minute at each bar with a 20-second transition. There's the potential for 18 barbells on the floor. Both athletes will have 1 minute to complete the barbell. Everybody starts at 1:15. After both athletes complete their lift, you'll stay in your box. Once that 20-second transition hits, you'll move on to the next station, and you'll continue that pattern until you no longer successfully make your lift. If one athlete fails a rep, you no longer lift. But you can go with your partner until they fail their lift. After both athletes have failed their lift, or you clear the ladder, you can leave the station, you're good to go. For this, there are 18 barbells. The first weight everybody will start at is 115. The final potential barbell is 365 pounds. The barbells up until 245, so from 115 all the way to 225, will be on a 35-pound bar. Once 245 is here, it will transition to a 45-pound barbell. All lifts must be completed within that 1 minute window. We're looking for full control at the top with hip extension and elbows in front. Awesome. Good reps. 1 power clean. Showing control at the top, hip extension. Technically that would have been no rep, but she didn't wait for me to give her the go. Wait for your judge to give him the go. So if she does another rep, squat clean, she's showing control. Good. That was a good rep. Bad reps. Now over the years that we've done this, there's a few things on this. One of them, your hand comes off on that barbell. That is a no rep. That is a no rep. If your knee hits the ground, you don't have to do that one if you don't want to, but yeah, that one, that's a no rep. No control or dropping the bar before the judge says go. No rep. The final one, you will have a small box. Don't run with it. You must stay within your box. If you touch the tape while you're lifting, that is a no rep. That's it. Let's go. Loader for the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge is as many reps as possible in 6 minutes. There is a buy-in of 30 calories on the skier. That's 30 calories for all 3 categories, male-male, female-female, and male-female. After the completion of 30 calories, we will begin 80 feet of a sandbag carry. The sandbag is approximately 180 pounds, 130 pounds. I promise it'll be the same weight. You can only carry while your partner is doing a handstand hold. After the completion of the 80-foot sandbag carry, we'll then move into 80 feet of a handstand walk. You can only do a handstand walk while your partner is holding a sandbag. You will go back and forth between the sandbag carry and the handstand walk for the remaining time. On the call of 3, 2, 1, athletes will move on to their skier. This is 1 athlete moving at a time. The only standard on this, do not let the handles go. The penalty will be announced on the morning of CrossFit. After the completion of 30 calories on the skier, we'll move into 80 feet of a sandbag carry and our handstand hold. You may only begin the carry once your partner is in a handstand hold. That partner must show full lockout with feet on the wall. Feet must start behind the tape. Each rep is every 5 increments. You must get your feet completely across the tape line and back. You can switch after any 5-foot increment. Once the completion of 80 feet, or once the completion of 80 feet is done, we will then move into 80 feet of a handstand walk. Now, movement standards for the handstand walk. Your foot must be clearly behind the tape line. And for the rep to count, your both hands must be clearly on the other side of the tape line before your feet touch. In this example, Mike kicks up. Both hands are over. That was 1 rep. He can then begin the next. And he will repeat that until 80 feet, or he needs to swap with his partner. His partner is holding the sandbag. You cannot rest the sandbag on your lap. It must be in front of your body in that barefoot position. That is a good rep. He's good to walk. If you relax with that sandbag on your lap or there, that is a no rep. Your partner must go back on feet. Yeah, no shoulder in it. It's got to stay in front in that sandbag carry, in that barefoot position. Just keep going back and forth until 6 minutes hits. Bad reps on the handstand walk. Foot touches the tape line, no rep. If your hands don't cross over at the tape line, no rep. If your foot touches the ground before your feet cross over the tape line, No rep. Have fun, guys. Final, the last event of FrostFit. We're starting off 4x 20 synchro burpee box jump overs. All teams will have one 24-inch box and one 20-inch box. After the completion of 20 synchro burpee box jump overs, athletes will complete 20 total snatches. These can be power snatches or squat snatches. Men will use 135 pounds, ladies will use 95 pounds. We'll then move into 40 toes to bar. After the completion of 40 toes to bar, 16 synchro burpee box jump overs, into 20 snatches, into 30 chest to bar pull-ups. Then 12 synchro burpee box jump overs, 20 snatches, 20 bar muscle ups, the race to the finish ending on 8 synchro burpee box jump overs. The tie break for this event, and if a tie break is needed for any overall placings, will be the time to complete 40 toes to bar. Get after it, guys. Of 3, 2, 1, athletes will leave their start plate, move over to their synchro burpee box jump over space. The standards for this event, for this movement: both feet must straddle the tape line. Athletes must touch both chests to the ground at the same time. The rep is complete when both feet touch on the opposite side. Athletes, go ahead and do 2 burpees. 1 rep. 2 reps. Athletes will then move into snatches. These can be power snatches or squat snatches. These are CrossFit Open Standard snatches. We're looking for full extension at the top, full hip extension at the top as well. No reps is not locking out your arms at the top. No rep, not showing hip extension at the top. That was also standard for toes to bar, CrossFit Open Standards. We're looking for feet to cross the plane behind the rig and both feet to touch the bar at the top. Good reps. Bad reps. Not getting your feet back behind. No rep. Or not touching the bar at the top. That is a no rep. Chest to bar. These are CrossFit Open Standard chest to bar reps, where we're looking for full arm extension at the bottom, and the bar and your chest must make contact below your collarbone. Good reps. Bad reps. Not getting your chest to the bar. And not showing full arm lockout at the bottom. Bar muscle ups. These are CrossFit Open Standard bar muscle ups, where we're looking for full extension at the top. Yeah, full extension at the top. Feet can't get above the bar, and you must not take your hands off the bar at the top. No resting. If anything else touches, like an elbow or anything like that, that is a no rep. We're looking for good reps. Good reps, bad reps. Feet can't get over the bar. That would unfortunately be a no rep. If you take your hands off the bar, off at the top, no resting at the top. Even if you completed, that is a no rep. If you do that little guy where you get your elbow at the top or anything like that, that's a no rep. Not show an extension with your elbows up at the top right there. That would also be a no rep. All right, guys, those are your standards for the final 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge is complete. Scoring breakdown for the 2025 FrostFit Team Challenge. Event 1, the Gauntlet, is worth 30% total. Each station is 5% of your final score. The ladder is worth 30% of your final score. The floater is worth 10% of your final score. And the final is worth 30% of your final score. Tie breaks. There are no tie breaks in the Gauntlet. The tie break in the ladder, while the score of the ladder is the sum of your successfully lifted weights. The tie break is your floater score. Whoever had a higher floater score will get a higher placing. Your floater tie break is the time to complete 30 cals on the skier. The final tie break is the time to complete 40 toes to bar. If another tie break is needed to determine final overall placings, it is also going to be the time to complete 40 toes to bar. Get after it, guys. Have fun.